So I'm here with Coach Fordyce and junior Juan Pablo Garcia, and we're going to talk about their win over McDaniel last weekend and look ahead to their game against Carnegie Mellon this weekend. So you're coming off of a great road win against McDaniel where you beat them 23-20. What specifically stood out to you from that game and the team's performance?
I think definitely the turnovers in the second half, I think speak for itself. It was almost a three-play swing that I think changed the dynamic of the game. Came out at halftime, went down and scored, had a good kickoff return by Keyshawn, cut the field in half, got a touchdown, got the lead, and then these guys defensively took over with some turnovers and some really good plays defensively.
Awesome. Something that really stood out on the defense was first-year Josh Moses's 45-yard pick six, So can you talk a little bit more about that awesome moment and also how you've kind of seen Josh jump into the team and really become a crucial part of the defense?
Yeah, I think this would be a good one for you, JP, being with the DB room.
I think it was a great way to bounce back. Coming to the second half, we just couldn't get anything going in the offense, so we needed to cause something on defense. And Josh is a great guy, and he has like that spark that can do just electric plays out of nowhere. He has a great break. It was a great play, and there's times like Coach tells us like catch the ones thrown to you, and it was great. He brings a lot of spark to the team and in the DB meetings. It's a lot of fun to have, and also having a really young DB room helps us. Me, that I'm like now like one of the old guys. It's pretty nice, pretty cool.
I love to hear that. Defensively, you guys have had another great week this past week. Notably, Acuna had 2 fumble recoveries, and JP, you yourself had 7 total tackles. So with back-to-back great performances from the defense, what can fans expect to see out of your group throughout these last coming games?
I think just expect us to get the ball out every single play. Expect every 11 hats to the football on every single play. We make, like Coach Palino make a huge effort to get all 11 guys pumped to like attack the football on every play, and we truly identify with that on every single play. So just try and get the football as many times.
Yeah, I think you see a young defense starting to mature. A lot of guys are first-year starters, don't have a ton of rep volume in the bank from their previous year or game experience. So I think early on there's a little bit of growing pains, but I think you see a young defense turning into a veteran defense. Call application is better, communication is better, production is better. So look to see more of the same as we move forward into the last 3.
Great. This coming weekend, on Saturday, November 1st at 3:30, right here at Biddle Field, you will face on Carnegie Mellon for the first time in history. So how have you kind of preparing for this matchup, knowing that Carnegie Mellon will be coming to Carlisle for the first time?
I think it's always interesting when you play somebody for the first time. I think there's comfort and familiarity, whether you're playing Hopkins or someone that's been in the league. You get a sense for how coaches call games. You get a sense for skill set, player talent level. So all that stuff is going to be new. You're relying on film that you've watched throughout the course of the season. You evaluate kind of what they've been from a recent history standpoint, being in the playoffs the past couple of years, having a lot of success postseason. So it poses some challenges because there's not that familiar sense to them. But at the same time, we prepare ourselves to play whoever we play. So to that degree, it's just like any other week. Let's focus on who we are, the adjustments we need to make in every phase of the game, and excited to have a new opponent here on Saturday.
Definitely. When you look at their numbers, Carnegie Mellon has allowed the second fewest points in the conference. So how have you kind of been preparing that defense who has already been really great and that offense to kind of make those plays against that Tartan defense?
They got a pretty long history of being really good defensively. I think it always comes down to certainly our efficiency, our assignments. They do a lot of things defensively. They're really multiple. They throw a lot of different pictures at you, a lot of different pressures. So again, I think it always comes back to, pre-snap process, identifying what you see, making the right checks, and just making sure we're communicating really well. I think just offensively, just taking a bounce back mindset. I think we've seen what we were capable of earlier in the year, and just making sure we get back to our roots and who we are and how we do things. I think we'll be fine.